What is happening, everybody? MG here, MGCovers, bringing you a brand new sports handicapping video. Title of this video is Week 1 Review of the NFL, 3 critical stats to focus on for sports betting success. Before we dive in this video, it's going to be super educational. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, greatly appreciate you doing that. Helps the channel grow. If you want to follow me on social media, it's MGCovers, covers spelled with a Z. Give out a ton of content on Instagram, and that's Twitter as well. Well, NFL season is here, and we've already finished up week 1. And I want to focus on 3 what I call statistical properties of the NFL. If you understand these 3, it will help your handicapping will improve drastically. And what's interesting about a couple of these things I'm going to focus on, a lot of professionals make huge mistakes when it comes to NFL, huge mistakes. And we're going to focus on that now. So let's dive right into it. And what we're going to look at, and I've talked about this before, public and non-public teams. Let me define that quickly just for a quick review. I basically identify a public team, meaning a team with the majority of wagers or tickets are on, is any team getting 53% or more of the ticket count. I use bookmakersreview.com. That's the site that I use. I like it. It's a good consensus site. So if a team is getting 53% more of the ticket count, I label them as a public team. Okay. And obviously, if they're getting less than that, for example, if a team's getting 52 or 48%, I consider that even. There's no public or non-public team. So you go through here, Tennessee was a public team, Jacksonville was a public team, Tampa Bay was a non-public team, Arizona non-public team, San Francisco non-public team getting 43% of the ticket count, and so on and so on. So this is a mind-blowing stat here, or maybe not. If there's ever been a sport where you fade the public is applicable, it's to NFL. The general public only won 6 games on Sunday. Fading the public, meaning applying the concept I teach where you're playing non-public teams, you would have gone 9-6. 9-6. So again, the general public only won 6 games on Sunday. All right. That's stat number 1. So application of understanding this, a really good way to do this is just don't play public teams. Meaning, for example, let's dive in. Let me give you an example. Let's say your handicapping had, say Washington. Let's say you're handicapping, maybe the way you handicap, your line was like -11, so you had a little bit of value there. But you notice Washington was getting 84% of the ticket count, so you just simply would make that a no play and not play it. And Arizona didn't win, but they covered with that +7 there. So that's application of that. Okay. All righty. The next important concept, I've talked about this numerous times. If somebody tells me I play majority of favorites in NFL, I automatically know they're not profitable in NFL. You can't play majority of favorites in NFL. Now, if you look at a sport like Major League Baseball, NHL, favorite wins 60% of the time. So if you're going to focus on exclusively dogs, and I do primarily with baseball, that model has to be extremely good, and it is. However, for NFL, favorites don't win 60% of the time. They don't even win 50% of the time. Underdogs win and cover more than favorites do. In fact, this past Sunday, underdogs went 10-6. I'm going to repeat that again. Underdogs went 10-6. That's covering, right? So application of this concept, you have to play underdogs every single week. Very difficult to just focus on dogs because out of the 16 games that were played on NFL, just think about it, only 6 of the favorites won. Now, obviously, there'll be some aggression. There'll be weeks where the favorites will win more, but more times than not, underdogs is going to win. So you're going to have to incorporate underdogs into your handicapping. Now, this is a stat even people that are educated really don't understand. And there's 2 ways to say it. Okay, let me go through some of these games and look at this. So, for example, Buffalo Jets last night, Jets were plus 2.5. They won and covered. Take a look at New Orleans. They won but did not cover. Jacksonville, Indianapolis, they won and covered. Tampa won and covered. Washington won but did not cover. You ready? San Francisco won and covered. Cleveland won and covered. Atlanta won and covered. Baltimore won and covered. Green Bay won and covered. Philadelphia won and covered. LA Rams won and covered. Miami won and covered. Las Vegas won and covered. Dallas won and covered. Detroit won and covered. So my point, teams that win also cover 80% of the time, and that's worth repeating. Or you can say it backwards. Teams that cover also win 80% of the time. So really, your job in NFL, let's talk about what happened on Sunday. Teams that won and covered, 14-2. So not only should you be playing underdogs, you should be playing money line dogs, especially when you get like a plus 2.5, plus 3, plus 3.5 line, always. And early in the video, I referenced a big mistake professionals make. I just saw this 2 days ago. Some guy was going to play Buffalo on the money line. Terrible wager. Why? Because teams that win or teams that cover are going to win out, or vice versa. Teams that cover also going to win. Teams that cover also going to win 80% of the time. This past week, it was 88%, which is a little high, but averaging out, it's 80%. So you get no value in playing a favorite on the money line. Always, 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 always lay the points if you're playing a favorite. 6.5, -7, -2.5, -4, whatever it is. Because statistically, if they cover, they're also going to win 80% of the time. And the same with underdogs too. You're going to have, if you go back and look at some of these underdogs here, like Detroit, let's pull this up, see what they cashed. Detroit was, what was their money up? Plus 150. Another big one was Raiders. That was probably 150 as well. 144. Check out the Rams. Rams with a huge one there. That was probably almost 200, maybe plus 180. Plus 150. No, that was first half line. Plus 187. Okay. What's some other ones in here? How about Tampa Bay? That's going to be close to 200. Plus 180. So the point is that money line dogs cash in NFL. So you're going to have to incorporate that. And it makes it real easy. Like I've always said, if you're playing, if your odds are averaging plus, say, plus 120 or greater, then you can hit 50% winners and still turn a nice profit. Where if you exclusively just play sides, again, you're going to be playing 110 juice, maybe a little bit more depending on the book. So you're going to have to hit 54, 55% in order to turn a profit. Very difficult to do. So sort of review this. Don't play public teams in the NFL. You're going to have to incorporate underdogs into your handicapping. And if you're playing a favorite in the NFL, always lay the points. And if your line is, I would say sometimes even, you'll see me this year, I'll play +5, +6 dogs sometimes on the money line because I know I have an 80% chance that if they cover, they're also going to win the game. So it's advantageous to play those on the money line. Just released our college football power rankings for week 3 of the college football season. If you want access to that, $49.95 per month. Also gives you access to all of my coaching videos. We have about 150 coaching videos. If you want access to all my plays, $100 a month. Gives you access to everything I just mentioned, in addition to all my plays. If you join for the year, it's the best value out there, folks. It would normally be $1,200 if you're paying month to month. Save about $600, $500. You get everything on the entire site for 1 year. And launched our coaching program. We have 1 slot left open. Super excited about that. I'll put a link in the description box. If you put in your email, you'll get sent more information. Good luck. Stay away from those public teams in NFL and play some money line dogs. Good luck this year in NFL. Peace.